by the way, do you get a lot of people coming in for like injections, like GLP-1
Oh yeah.
and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
our biggest seller.
Biggest seller. That and what was
It's your Ozempic, your Wegovy, your Manjaros, your Zepbounds, all of that.
she knows her
So,
drugs.
and
Wow.
then your Tadalafil and sildenafil,
Viagra.
Viagra and Cialis.
You're like, you don't even have to like ask anymore. You're like, are you doing one of these? Like,
Yeah, it's those. Those are a top 5.
Embark on a journey to defy time with LMAO, Laughing My Age Off podcast. I'm your host, Erica Kelly, and I started this show because, like you, I'm curious about the secrets to staying youthful as the years go by. Join me as we discover the secrets to slowing down the aging process, exploring expert insights, cutting-edge research, and personal experiences that uncover the art of aging gracefully. It's time to laugh, learn, and embrace a life full of vitality together.
welcome back to the Laughing My Age Off podcast, the podcast where we talk about slowing down the aging process and also giving out tips and trying things like what we're going to talk about today so that we can give you the first take on how it goes. All right. So in today's episode, we're going to keep it extra real because we're talking about ProLon. That's PROLON. It's the fast mimicking diet. And my guest, my friend, literally just finished it this week. And I know she's still processing it. So it's so timely to get her in here because I really want to get the raw details on how it went for her and actually her boyfriend as well. They did it at the same time. So keep listening. And so we're going to talk about weight. We're going to talk about hunger. We're going to talk about energy, some of the challenges that my guest had, emotional moments maybe, and anything maybe weird that happened. And so before we jump into introducing my guest and friend, let me just give you a quick background. Well, we do have some other episodes if you're interested in listening to them, episode 25, 44, and 29. And this will all be in the show notes. But for those of you who don't know anything about the fast mimicking diet, it's a little overwhelming. The first time I ever heard it, I didn't understand it. Here it is in just a nutshell. ProLon is a 5-day, again, fast mimicking diet. So what does that mean? That means you still get to eat food. This is my box of food here. I still haven't gotten rid of it. So you get 5 days of food where you get to eat. You get to maintain your muscle. So it's very similar to a water fast, but you get to still take in some calories. So I don't know about you, but I could never go 5 days without anything. And the most important part is that you get to keep your muscle. All right. So what happens is it's designed to shut down, I'm going to say this twice. It's designed to shut down your food sensing pathways. So basically your body has time to do all kinds of magical stuff in your body besides, digesting food, which normally, it takes a lot of energy. So most of the benefits include cellular cleanup, reduced inflammation, metabolic reset, improved insulin sensitivity, and mental clarity. And my most favorite part about it is energy. And I can't wait to introduce you to my guest, my good friend, Jackie. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
So Jackie and I have known each other for I could almost say several years since I moved to Florida. She lives down the street from me, and I just wanted to bring her on. And I'm so happy you decided to do this because you're one person that really wasn't even looking to do this, right?
Correct. That's
and so
right.
we're going to get into why you did it. One of your primary reasons, but then I had to pull a few other reasons out of you when we met last week. But, Jackie's, you can speak to it too. She's a pharmacist. She really knows her stuff about health, and really she's in good health for the most part. So she really didn't even feel like a huge urgency to do this. So Jackie, tell us a little bit about how you're feeling today, because this is, day 7?
Yeah, day 7.
Yeah, day 7. So, and we did this together. I just want to, I didn't mention that either. I did my 7th round and I actually wasn't even ready to do it, but Jackie's like, we want to do it for the new year. I was like, hold on, let me see. So I was a few weeks short of, they tend to say that you should do it every quarter, but I was ready to do it because of the holidays and all that stuff. So again, I don't want to cut you off, but how are you feeling, and how is the person in your house happy feeling because you guys did this together?
We actually feel good. Like it went really, pretty good. It had its ups and downs, but right now we feel good. We definitely eat smaller portions, and I feel like I'm not as hungry all the time as I used to be. Like I don't think I need to snack as much, which
Yeah.
is a bonus because I don't have to have it. I'm used to not having, so therefore I don't need, which is probably a good thing.
Okay. So yeah, I noticed that too. Like the snacking very, very much is impacted where it subsides a little bit. So how about your energy? Do you feel like your energy changed at all? Because that's one thing that like I said, I just love it for.
Yeah, I have more. I mean, I have energy. I feel like my sleep schedule is always off anyway, so my energy is like up and down no matter what.
Okay. So
I
what would
mean,
you say was the best part about ProLon?
well, the best part about it was for me for seeing, I guess, the change. Like, I mean, the less needing of the food, the junk, the crap, the cravings. Like
Were
that's
you,
what I lived off of that stuff. Like I needed,
yeah, what did you need?
chocolate.
What were you like
Like
most
I
into?
needed chocolates and candies and things like that all the time to get through the workday.
Oh, you
Like
did?
I ate a lot of that at work. I always snacked at work
Oh, I
because,
thought you were just a big fruit person because you were talking about that. Like we would talk, those of you who are
well,
listening, we would,
I did miss all that. So I still have that on my lunches and stuff.
yeah.
Like now I'll go back to eating my fruit on my lunch. Like on Friday, I had my fruit with my sandwich, which is what I missed. But like during the day, I don't need to go in the office and grab a piece of chocolate or grab a piece of, this or that to chew on while I'm working. I always felt like when I was at work, I needed something. But after this, I don't really need it.
So what was it? What was it like at work? Because Jackie works in a pharmacy. So you're saying that they have like candy dishes out there in the pharmacy?
Well, we have them hidden because we're not supposed to have food.
I'm not going to tell where you, I mean, unless you want to say where you work, but I was just
So
going to,
we're not supposed to technically have anything in the pharmacy,
yeah.
but we would go into the main office and grab like pieces of candy or stuff like that and snack on that, put it in our pockets and kind of have it as like something to keep us
Keep
going throughout the
going.
day.
Yeah.
Because you get stressed and you get like overwhelmed and it gets tiring and to have something to snack on, you kind of can like refocus and that little extra burst of sugar energy. But
Yeah. And you
with
didn't get
this,
to chew gum
yeah, I didn't get to
because you
chew
were big on
gum.
gum. I was like, you can't chew gum.
Yeah. Well, so Friday when I went back to work, I chewed gum Friday, but
Okay.
I was able to chew. So I started breaking them in half because I was chewing them so much
Uh-huh.
that now I only had a whole piece of gum all day. So the two halves lasted me the whole day, whereas I would go through probably 2.5 pieces of gum in a
Okay.
day.
So that's a stress thing, right? You chew gum.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
basically.
better
So
than smoking, I guess.
and it's basically to keep you from saying comments throughout the day.
Jackie is funny. She's always sending me like work memes, and things.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. There's a lot out there. Everybody who's listening, watching Instagram and
Yeah,
stuff.
and work
like,
can be stressful.
Yeah. I mean, you talk to a lot of people. How many people do you talk to? Like 100 a day?
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily
And a lot
100
of
a
them are
day.
like probably repetitive questions and they're probably not that very smart questions to you.
Well, they people call in, just and ask a question. It's like, did you really want to ask? Like, did you think about that? Kind of thing. Like my favorite question is, I need a refill on my med. Okay, which one? I don't know. Okay, well, I don't either.
You know what? Okay,
I don't either.
let me just defend that one person. And I haven't actually responded that way because I know that would sound stupid. But sometimes the names of this stuff, it's like, but if you have that many and you can't remember, I would pull up my list. But I think the names of things need to be get easier. They haven't thought about that either. Like, can I just have I don't know, name things that are just easier?
They assume we could just look at their profile and figure out what they're due for. And it's not that easy and it's not that safe because I don't know what you have at home and what you don't have at home.
Yeah. So, okay. So getting back to ProLon, right? Because the setup, some people work from home. You obviously work. So was it hard to adapt this? I mean, it's probably a little bit easier, right? Because you're eating less, you're snacking less. Walk us through that.
It was kind of hard to figure out like when I was going to eat my foods because every day is a different schedule for me. So like sometimes I have lunch at noon. Some days I have lunch at 2. Some days I have lunch at 4. So it depends on
that's a late lunch.
My schedule. Yeah. Because if I work from 12 to 8:30 at night, I don't get a break until like 4.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's like I to figure out how to eat my soups and to make sure I stayed like fullish, like, not starving myself between things. So like the very first day, Monday, I got no break. I started at 8:30 and I didn't take a break until 1.
Okay.
So
You were
I
able
had
to keep the
nothing.
liquids. That's all you had then for that
I had
time.
nothing from from the moment I woke up till then, because I brought my bar to eat and I put it in my locker because I was going to eat it on my
Oh,
first
so you went
break.
on a long stretch.
So I was starving. So by the time I eat my bar, I was like, and then I had my soup. So I had it all in one pack and I was fine. And then the next day I went in at noon. So what I did is I had my bar in the morning. I came home, did stuff, and then I ate my soup on my way to work. My
On your
lunch
way
soup
to work? Oh, did you just have it like in a
because
mug or something?
I didn't have to work till 12.
Oh, okay.
So I
Yeah,
ate
you have
it
a tricky schedule.
in the car. So I had to like figure out, and then I had my second one at 6, or so.
So it's like you had to squeeze in food. Well, I just want to point something out because one of the best tips that I have after doing it 7 times is being busy. You do not want to be sitting at home like on a vacation week or something like that, like during spring
No.
break. This is not the time to do it. What you have is actually probably a blessing in disguise, although you were super busy. Did you feel like you had to like schedule it in, right? It sounds like you had to
Yeah.
like figure out when you're going to eat your bar, which by the way, that bar, I don't know if you noticed, it has 19 grams of fat in it. So it does give you satiety.
Yeah. No, it was the scheduling and stuff and figuring out when to eat and how I could. And then I would have to heat my soup up because we only have one microwave at work. And to wait in line for a microwave, sometimes it takes forever. So I would
Oh
heat it up
gosh, you don't
and
want
put
to
it
eat
in
it
a
cold.
thermos. Yeah, I heated it up and put it in my thermos, and I left it in my car because it would stay warmer in my car instead of bringing it inside. And I just went out to the car and ate it in my car. Like it was just things I did, to try.
You
And the
definitely had
same
to
thing.
change up your total like routine, didn't you, for this?
Yeah, the same thing with the teas. I only drink a tea on my lunch because I couldn't drink it at work because you can only have clear liquids.
Yeah.
You can't have
So
anything
you didn't have
colored.
the hibiscus one.
No, I didn't really have any of them. Even the lemon one's got a color to it.
Oh, okay. So I think they all have that. Like the mint one, was the mint one clear? No.
Yeah,
They
they
all
all
have
have
like
a tint to them.
which
can't
by
have
the
any of
way,
that.
what was your favorite part of I know we're going all over the place, but like what was your favorite tea? Did you have a favorite tea?
The lemon one.
Me too. I wish they just I don't like the hibiscus. I don't know what it was.
I don't either.
I was like,
I have
"Am I drinking flowers?"
I have them all left. I have like every hibiscus. I think I
I
had
know.
one.
And you're like, do I have to drink everything? No, you don't. So those of you who are listening, you basically get a box of food for each day. Here it is. And I'm showing you in the back. If you're watching this, or I'm sorry, if you're listening to this, I'll be having this on YouTube. But you get the 5 boxes. I feel like Vanna White here. And each box contains, usually 2 soups a day. And then every other day you're switching between crackers and olives, which, by the way, I really fell in love with these olives. What did you think about the olives? They were so
The olives
good.
were good. If you put them in the fridge, they're even better.
Oh my God. I couldn't wait. And then one day I thought I was going to get them. I was like, oh, it's a cracker day. Because I don't know what it was. I just loved them.
I thought the crackers were good with the soup. Like I would eat them with the soup. And what we did is we split the crackers up, like you said. We took half of them and had them with the first soup, and took the other half and had them with the second soup.
Genius, right? Because I'm like,
Yeah, it was perfect. That was a great idea.
yeah.
Listen up. The ProLon Fast Mimicking Diet. This isn't just another diet. This is science. And what makes ProLon different from any other fast is that your body thinks it's fasting, but you still get to enjoy rich food. And unlike traditional fasting, you won't lose muscle, just the extra weight. ProLon is a 5-day plan based on 20 years and over $36 million in research and development. Experience 5 life-changing benefits, including effective weight loss, boosted energy, cellular rejuvenation, improved metabolic health, and better control over your cravings. All this while nourishing your body. And get excited because we have a 20% off promo code using Erica20. Just visit the link below and we'll see you soon.
Awesome. All right, let's rewind just a little bit more. And we kind of talked about this right in the beginning, but why did you decide to do ProLon in the first place? I think you have 2 reasons.
Well, Pappy and I had been talking about going, starting to work out and get healthier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, do you want to do like a fasting thing or something to start off? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, let's do it. And he's like, okay. And I pretty much wanted to support him. I wanted him to get on to something. In the past, I've turned myself around and started on a diet with no problem without having to do any
Right.
fasting. But I wanted to jumpstart him into this.
Yeah.
Knowing he hasn't done any dieting in probably forever.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's do this together. And I figured if we did it together, it would be easier, which it is.
Yeah.
So we did it for basically for each other to help each other out and to push each other for support easily.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that. So those of you, so Jackie's boyfriend, Pappy, that's the story, right? And I think doing this together, and that's why I jumped in to say, hey, I'll do it with you, because I of course have done it before, but to carry that experience day 1 through day 5, it was funny because we'd be texting, I'd be almost coaching you a little bit just because, and I was so scared. One of those days you're like, you guys weighed yourself, I think. And I forgot to tell you, don't.
So, because we like to joke around a lot. We're very, smart alecky people. And so I came out what was it? Day 2, day 3.
Yeah, it was day 3 in the morning. Yeah, that's right.
I got on the scale in the morning and I was like, I'm going to weigh myself. And I had gained 3 pounds.
And then you're like, Pappy lost.
I knew it was just the way it was going to happen. I just knew it was just our bodies. And I was like, this is bullshit. Because he got on. He already lost 5 pounds.
Guys are always able to like
and
just drop it.
I was like, this isn't fair. I'm like, not fair. And he gets on, he starts laughing, but we joked about it. Like it was all fun. I wasn't serious.
I know, but and I should have known because I already know you. Yeah. But you're like, I quit. I'm like. And I had gotten to your message a little bit later because I was, it's the morning rush. And I was like, oh, shoot. No, you can't quit. Like, this is autophagy day.
No, I wasn't going to quit, but I was just, it made it even more fun. It was just more silliness, more goofy, like, haha, I got this and you didn't. So I was like, fine, I'm going to continue this because I'm going to lose more than you are then.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm not going to eat my crackers today. So I lose more weight. We were going back and forth.
Right.
I mean, but it was fun. It kind of pushed us both to like stay on it and keep going.
And you guys
together.
are both, I mean, I know you're competitive, so I'm assuming Pappy is too. So that competitive edge is like, okay, you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. But yeah, for sure. Anybody listening, I don't recommend weighing yourself every day. That's a little compulsive and you don't really get the changes. I want to say you have to get through. I say don't weigh yourself until day 5 for sure. Yeah. Day 6 is also good too because your body's still going through it, even though you're getting food back into the system. But, and we'll get to your specific results in Pappy's. I know he's not here, but I really want to share his journey too a little bit. What are some of the things, like days 3 and 4? Because those are like I said from the beginning, I wish I could skip to days 3 and 4. What were you feeling? Because day 3 is autophagy and day 4 is like autophagy on steroids. And for those of you who are listening, autophagy is basically where your body is taking those senescent cells, those zombie cells, and they're basically cleaning them out. So it's going to make room for just healthy cells. So that in a nutshell is what's happening. And you're burning fat for fuel. You're in that huge ketosis as well. So since we just got off of it, talk me through days 3 and 4. Anything that came out of that between you or Pappy?
I had a lot of cramping. I felt like it was like more in my lower back. Yeah, I had a Charlie horse in my calf, but it was more in my lower back, like buttocks area.
Really?
And it was like an aching cramping. And I had that on the end of day 3 is when it started that evening, all the way through day 5.
Like in the evening when you slept, or like what time of day?
At all times. Like I was just, I don't know what it was. It was like an achy, crampy feeling the whole entire time.
Interesting. Do you feel like you drank enough? Maybe?
Yeah. So I drink, or when I go to work, I take 5 bottles of water with me in a day and I clear them out throughout the day. Sometimes I'll come home with a half a bottle or partial bottles or something like that. But most of the time I drink 5 bottles of water a day. Plus I had that L drink I was drinking, which was a full 28 ounces on itself.
Okay. So you were hydrated. So that's interesting. Did Pappy have anything weird happen to him?
No, he had, everything was normal for him. He felt more energized. He felt great. yeah, he was cruising along through it pretty good.
Yeah, I wonder.
I was the one that was like, I'm crampy now. I'm this, but again, who knows? I'm a female.
What's wrong with? Yeah, I know. I've not. I've done it 7. I have not had that. I've had headaches. Did you have any headaches, by the way?
I had a headache on the third day. I did get a headache.
On the day 3, that's interesting.
Yeah, I had a headache.
My day 2 was, and they call that the keto flu. It's just,
Yeah.
it could be keto flu. It could also be the caffeine withdrawal.
Yeah. Yeah,
so,
I was day 3. I had the headache. I woke up that morning with one.
Yeah.
So
I was like, that was not fun. So,
but then it went away after I had my bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was just like, oh, I'm probably hungry.
Not at all. 500 calories? Why would you be hungry? But let's talk about hunger a little bit, because wouldn't it go in waves? And, I'm speaking for myself. Like day 4, I was like, I don't know. I was not that hungry. Like I was just living off ketones, I feel like, by the end of the night, I started to feel that hunger again, but there were waves where I was just like, oh, man, I don't even need to eat anymore. Like, I don't know about you, but.
Yeah, the mornings were not so bad. Like I didn't need as much food in the mornings, but the evenings, and I think it's because of work, because I was at work and I was stressed and moving around so much and constantly going and on the stop. When I get home from work, I was ravenous. I was like, I need food. So I would always save my last soup for when I got home. I didn't care what it was. If it was the 8 o'clock shift when I got off, or the 7 o'clock shift, I ate that soup when I got home because I was starving. So I was like, I need something.
Yeah. So, you did it. Let's just rewind just a little bit back, because you did this for, your boyfriend, Pappy, just to be a support system, which is awesome. But you also did this to help jumpstart, I would say secondary, to continue on this like healthy lifestyle. Because I know you mentioned when we met last week, you suffered knee surgery, blah, blah, blah. You felt like you were kind of getting off track. So I just want to remind us your story, that this is a great way to jumpstart, I think, any milestone in your life. And for you, when did you have knee surgery? It's been a year?
Yeah, last year in August.
But you were a runner. And when you have any kind of surgery, I feel like, first of all, it sucks, but it's easy to just stop anything like that. Like, especially exercise. You can't.
I just stopped. Like I didn't even continue on with anything. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. So do you feel like this is a motivator you to just continue on with that?
Yeah,
that
definitely.
Healthy, yeah. Okay. So let's talk about some of the things that everybody who's listening is probably wondering. And, weight. Some people do this for weight change. Some people do this for health, just health in general. I know a lot of people do this for preventing disease, for energy. Can you tell us how much weight you lost in the 5 days?
I lost 5 pounds in the 5 days.
Okay. And so that is actually a guaranteed claim that we can make with ProLon. Now, like anything else, your weight's probably going to fluctuate if you don't maintain that lifestyle. We talk about, all the stuff that's going on out there. By the way, do you get a lot of people coming in for like injections, like GLP-1 and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. That's our biggest seller.
Biggest seller, that, and what was
it's your Ozempic, your Wegovy, your Mounjaros, your Zepbounds, all of that.
She knows her drugs. Wow.
And then your Tadalafil and
Viagra.
Yeah, Viagra and Cialis.
You're like, you don't even have to like ask anymore. You're like, are you doing one of these? Like,
yeah, it's those. Those are a top 5, 6 drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, that's interesting. I just want to pause there for a second, because that is an interesting point. Because I was actually talking to my sister how a lot of her friends are doing it too. And I always say, the natural way is best. That's just me. But, I know people struggle. So if that's something that people are listening who are doing and it's working for you. However, I almost want to have people listen to this ProLon, because if you were to do this first, I think people would have a chance at like believing that maybe they don't have to go into drugs, So
Right.
What's your take on that? Do you think doing
I
something
agree.
like this could help?
I believe that this is probably a lot healthier than the drugs.
Yeah.
Because the drugs were originally made for diabetes and diabetics.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
tell us what you know, because you do know a
when
lot
you
more
start
than I do.
messing with your body and giving it things that it doesn't necessarily need, just because you want to lose weight because you want an instant response, it's not healthy. And a lot of people do it too soon and have a lot of other health issues. Like the doctors are rushing it, so they're upping their doses faster than they should, and to lose weight quicker. And then they're getting off, and they're just having all these other health problems. You can have kidney issues and stomach issues, and I mean it's a lot. And then you end up
Yeah.
either becoming a diabetic because you're messing with your body. So
Yeah.
it's a lot. It's definitely, it's something that I think you should do more research on before you just start injecting yourself because you want to lose weight. I mean, we're in the era of instantaneous. People in this world
Oh,
need
yeah.
something right now, and it needs to happen this minute. They have no patience, and then, unfortunately, that's horrible because nothing good comes instant. You have to work for it, and in order to
Yeah.
actually, gain something and keep gaining it, you have to be patient. You have to work at it. And people have lost sight of that, and therefore they're doing these injections, and it's horrible. It's horrible.
I mean, can you imagine like 20 years, like, ago, would you think that people were just self-injecting themselves with things? It's kind of, when you think about it, it's crazy. First of all, I would always faint when I would get shots. It was just one of those things. I'm like, I could never imagine the idea of injecting ourselves with stuff is just kind of,
and then you lose weight so fast too. You have people who are heavy, they have the skin sagging because your body has no way of, pulling its skin back and the elasticity to come back in your skin. Then you have all this sagging skin.
The muscle loss.
Yeah, well, they don't have muscle to begin with, so they're just getting rid of all the fat.
Making it worse. Yeah.
And you just you have no way to feed your muscles to be able to turn them into muscles after you took away everything. And it's like it's a horrible component. I see, like, I've got girls at work that have done it, and they had headaches and they were dizzy, and some of them, I feel like they had a form of dementia. They forgot a lot, and they weren't with it and stuff like that. And
it's scary.
They don't eat enough. You don't want to eat when you're on it, so you don't consume enough protein. You have to force yourself to eat when you're on them, and stuff like that, because you lose your appetite. And the doctors
tell you lose weight, right? You just kind of stop eating,
and you basically starve yourself over months.
Yeah,
it's not a healthy way of doing it in my aspect and learning of the body. It's definitely not healthy.
Yeah.
But this ProLon, I think if you do it and you follow its steps to the T, don't go off.
Yeah, you gotta stay within the box, right?
It will help you start forming a better routine in life if you really want to. But again, you have to really want it.
I agree.
In order to do it.
I remember when you first came to me, I was like, first of all, I was like, what? And then because I had I started doing this, I don't know, like a year or two ago, when ProLon actually approached me right with the podcast, and it was really bizarre to me too. So I don't know what your first impression was, but for me, I was like, what is this, another gimmick? And then when I learned that it's over 20 years of research, and I was like, okay, this is not something like where it hasn't been tested like as much as drugs that are out there, right? And this is all natural, is basically a water fast. So the autophagy is great. Now, I do think anybody listening who's considering this, go check it, ask your doctor. But a lot of doctors are actually promoting this, and they're working with doctors because there's no drugs involved, right?
Right.
So I don't know how you could lose.
I was thinking that Ella drink that you drink, that thing they can make it a little better flavor too.
Oh, I know.
Because that thing's a little rough.
Yeah, the L drink. So in a nutshell, the L drink is basically there to help maintain your muscle throughout the 5-day process. And yeah, they had an orange flavor. I think that is the most it's not like out of everything there, it's, it's not from Italy. I don't know where it's made, but it's we do need it though. I feel like that is the component that makes this, where I feel like, because I'm still coaching too. I mean, I'm coaching. I'm like, it's advised you don't work out too hard because obviously you're not taking in as many calories. So for me, it was a big game changer to just know that I'm not going to lose muscle. I mean, who wants to lose muscle? You know?
Right.
So, but yeah, I agree. I think there's some tweaks. And like I said, after the 7th time, the nut bar we could use another bar. Can we have another bar in the program? If you're listening, bro.
Or another bag of olives or something.
Oh, I know. I do love the olives. What else? The soups. What was your favorite soup, by the way?
Oh, the minestrone.
Really?
I like the minestrone a lot.
I really don't care for the minestrone. I mean, just in general, outside of this whole thing. But I do think the soups were really good. Did you add extra water like I told you to?
Yes, we added extra water.
Like it's like this big, and you're like, I'm gonna make it this big.
Yeah. Made sure my thermos was full.
And did you lick the label? Like, oh my God. I was like,
yes,
oh.
I was sucking it out of the bag. I take the bag and suck it.
I know. My
Have
daughter
you come out and
Annabelle's
look at me. I'm like, I'm getting every drop.
I go, don't even look at me. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Every inch of it, right? It's like a toothpaste. You're like squeezing it.
It's almost like opening the bag and like licking it. It would be, that was like, but I didn't. I thought about it, but I didn't.
But it made you appreciate food. Like, and then let's just talk about coming off the fast. Like, I kept texting him like, oh, what do you want to eat? We didn't work it out where, the day of, but I still think talking about what you're going to eat is so fun because there are moments where you do have those weaknesses. And I know in my household, everybody knows. And usually I do like to do this when, my husband's traveling, but he was not traveling. And one of the days he made pizza, I was just like, what are you doing?
I had to cook for Addison the whole time. So I made her pasta with chicken, and that morning I had grilled the hamburger for her. And then that night she heated it up.
A hamburger for her. Okay.
That morning I grilled it and then put it in the fridge. And then she came home because I worked till 8. So she then heated it up and made French fries with it and had hamburger and French fries in front of Pappy. And he's texting me. He's like, it's killing me.
Oh
she's eating cheeseburger and fried
fries. The
fries.
smell of things was like,
I
know.
Yeah.
But
and I would make her breakfast, bacon and stuff. And I made her.
You made her bacon? Oh my God.
Well, I did turkey bacon, and I pre-made her some egg bites, like the eggs with sausage and stuff in them. I pre-made those, so I would heat those up for her in the morning and stuff.
I mean, I made my daughter soup and stuff like that, but again, my discipline has been so like the first time I did it, but that pizza on Wednesday night, I was like, cause I came down the stairs and it was like, it hit me like a ton of, like the wave from the oven. I was like, oh, you didn't. He's like, what do you mean? It's your 7th time. You're a pro. And I'm like, I'm still human and I love pizza.
And I'm still hungry.
And then last night I made home run in pizza myself because I don't know. That's the one thing. I was in such a baking mood yesterday coming off this fast. I don't know about you, but like your appreciation for food just goes way up, at least in my book. I was just like, the bite of everything, the flavor of everything. It's like you just came off a deserted island and you're just like, oh, this is so good.
I woke up that morning and I had my coffee. I was so excited.
Yeah, you had a coffee and banana. I just laughed at that. I'm like, really? That's your go-to?
I wanted the banana so bad the whole week.
Banana coffee does not sound good to me. I'm sorry. Like that sounds like
Addison was eating them throughout the week, and I just watch her eat the banana. Like, I really want your banana.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I can.
And then
see
the first thing I had was a banana and coffee in the morning. I was like, yes.
Well, I took Annabelle. Well, here's the thing. I went to get my nails done. So that's it seems like it's a routine now. Like on Thursday, we start from Sunday. Those of you who are listening, never start on a Monday because you don't want to keep your fast going for Friday. That's like, I did that once and it was the worst idea. So you start on Sunday and on Friday morning, right? So Thursday, so Sunday to Thursday, Friday morning. But Thursday when I got my nails done, I'm looking at my phone like most of us girls do probably when you're getting nails done. And I was getting all these ads for, this in particular was for bagels and like food. And I'm like, so I bought these really clean bagels and stuff like that, but it made me want bagels. So what we did is next morning we went to this bagel shop nearby and oh my God, it was so good. It was egg and cheese on a sesame bagel. So that was my go-to.
Yeah, I had turkey bacon in that morning, but then I made a chicken wrap. I had grilled chicken strips with avocado, because the avocados were bad.
Oh, avocado is good. It went bad?
Yeah, so I didn't get the avocado, but it had banana peppers on it, lettuce, and...
You had banana peppers that early after your fast?
And tomato, and I ate, and it was a wrap, and it was so good. And then that dinner that night, we had steak. I cooked steak at 8 o'clock at night. But
okay, let's talk about your portions because that's huge. Those of you who are listening, like,
oh yeah, it's smaller, a lot smaller.
Your stomach kind of shrinks, and it will feel that way for a while.
I only ate half a steak that night, and I was like, I'm full.
Yeah, so it does make you,
eat a lot less. Like I put on like what I would normally eat, and then I was like, yeah, no, I don't want it all.
It's like, funny, your signals, right? It's awesome. I think it's awesome how your body can just retrain itself to where you're supposed to be reset, So what else? Is there anything else for those people who are like, because like I said, if you know Jackie's very competitive, but she's also very educated on things. And I'm very proud of you, both you and Pappy, for going through this, because the one thing I said a few times is that you have to be strong to do this, and you should do it with someone else, which you guys both had that. And then I'm like, I'm going to do it with you. But for those of you who are listening, what would you tell someone who's kind of a little, maybe thinking about it, but maybe scared about it? What would you tell them?
If you're at all hesitant and you don't think you can, that's your first downfall. You have to basically go into it with a mindset of, I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that bad. And it really isn't that bad. It's actually pretty decent. You get food, like you say, which is a bonus. And they give you a decent amount. Like, you're okay. You're not going to die.
But did you die?
No, you're going to be fine. And if you really want to change yourself, then do it. It's,
You're right.
You can't go into it with the mindset of being scared and I'm not going to do this, because no, it's not going to work.
Where they say if you think you can't do it, you're right. You're probably right. Right. Mm-hmm. Just like anything.
But you've got to go into it saying, I'm going to do this, and you just got to follow suit. And it goes by a lot faster than you think.
Like, if you think about 5 days in a year, like, even if you just did this once.
Yeah, 5 days isn't bad at all.
Yeah. But some people do it just to maintain.
But I did miss food. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I did too. I was looking forward to food. Okay. Is there anything else you want to share before we kind of check out for today?
No.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Well, those of you who are listening, we do have a discount that ProLon gives me to give to you. It's 20% off. So if you guys are interested, that will be in the show link, prolon.com, Erica20. I am an affiliate for them, but I honestly do this because I love to hear like those changes. And, when Jackie and Pappy finished, it's nice to know that you're really getting healthy from the inside out. It's not just one of those things where you're taking a juice cleanse. And although I'm not totally knocking juice cleanses, I've done them, but this is from a cellular level. So I want to say congratulations, Jackie. And
thank you.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me and I'll do it with you. Just, I love doing it. Now I'm addicted to it. But I got to wait a few months because my body's, that's the thing. You can't do it month after month, but okay, Jackie, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, you too.